Welcome to Readathon's To Be Read series. I'm your host, Ganesan. Today's book talk is about Ophelia by Lisa Klein. This is a historical fictional novel with romance, politics, and mystery, and is told entirely from the perspective of a young woman called Ophelia. Ophelia is in a Danish family, and her family members are trying to rise up the ranks of the royal court. Ophelia herself isn't really interested, but she is forced into the court, and the queen takes a keen interest in her, and she does this because she discovers that Ophelia is intelligent, curious, and outspoken. And this does get her into trouble because women at court back then were expected to be quiet and obedient. As Ophelia grows older, she becomes close to Prince Hamlet. Their friendship gradually turns into a secret romance, but life at court is far from peaceful. After the sudden death of the king, everything changes. A new king takes the throne, all loyalties begin to fall apart, and the palace becomes full of suspicion, lies, and hidden motives. Caught in the middle of all of this, Ophelia finds herself trying to protect both the people she loves and herself. She soon realizes that almost everyone at court is hiding something, and that trusting the wrong person could have devastating consequences. I really like this book because the character herself, the main one, she was written so well, and she isn't the person who would expect someone to save her. She's not the damsel in distress. Instead, she questions the rules around her, thinks for herself, and refuses to accept that her future should be decided by those around her. Even when she's frightened, she continues making hard decisions, and I found that made her a really inspiring character. I also liked how the author portrayed the relationship between Ophelia and Hamlet. Their relationship is far from perfect, and they're both affected by everything happening around them, but it adds another emotional layer to the story. It's not just a romance, it's about how difficult it is to trust people when everyone else is keeping secrets. The themes this novel focuses on are love, power, and betrayal, but it also looks at identity and freedom. Throughout the book, Ophelia is expected to behave in a certain way simply because she's a young woman living in a royal court. Watching her challenge those expectations and make her own choices was one of the most interesting bits of the book. I liked how the setting was described. The castles, the royal gardens, and the hidden passages create a rather mysterious atmosphere, and the author describes the setting in a way that she's not describing a fancy castle. She's instead describing a place where people are keeping their own secrets and they're keeping their own motives hidden. The twists in the story keep you wondering who can actually be trusted. And one interesting fact about this novel is that it's inspired by Shakespeare's play Hamlet. I'm sure some of you would have realized. But this book is not on the prince himself, it's focusing on Ophelia, and the author gives this character the long-awaited voice that Shakespeare himself couldn't give. Overall, I thought this book was emotional and beautifully written. It combines romance, mystery, and history while telling the story of a young woman who refuses to let other people decide her future. I would definitely recommend it to any of you who enjoy historical fiction, character-driven stories, and books with strong female protagonists. Keep reading and keep exploring to the next TBR series.